In the vast tapestry of unexplained mysteries and the uncanny, there exists a phenomenon as intriguing as it is unsettling. Within the realm of ufology and conspiracy theories, they are whispered about in hushed tones, the men in black, cloaked in the shadows of government secrecy and extraterrestrial intrigue. They stand as enigmatic figures, often seen but seldom understood. The men in black are often described as individuals, usually male, dressed in black suits, exuding an air of ominous authority. Their appearances are commonly linked with UFO sightings and close encounters, raising questions about their origins. Are they government agents, alien envoys, or something far more cryptic? In the shadow-draped years of the 1950s, a tale emerged that would become a cornerstone of the men in black mythology, involving a figure central to the UFO research community, Albert K. Bender. Bender, a man whose life was steeped in the mysteries of the cosmos and frequent contributor to the community, claimed to have stumbled upon an earth-shattering secret about UFOs, a revelation so monumental that it threatened to unravel the fabric of accepted reality. Brimming with the fervor of his discovery, he planned to share his findings with the world through his publication, Space Review. But fate, it seemed, had a more sinister narrative in store. On 3 separate occasions, shrouded in the oppressive stillness of his own home, Bender was visited by men who were the very embodiment of enigma. The silencers, as he called them, robbed him of his ability to eat or sleep. He claimed these were not ordinary men. They exude an aura of darkness and intimidation, cloaked in suits as black as the void from which they seemed to emerge. Their faces, expressionless and cold, bore a haunting uniformity, as though cut from the same unnerving cloth. With each visit, these spectral figures issued stern warnings to Bender, their voices a monotone drone that seemed to resonate with an otherworldly menace. They cautioned him against probing deeper into the UFO enigma, their words laced with veiled threats that sent shivers down Bender's spine. The air around them crackled with an unspoken power, a malevolent energy that seemed to warp the very walls of Bender's abode, infusing them with a sense of dread and imminent doom. These encounters left Bender reeling, his mind a whirlpool of fear and confusion. The once vibrant pursuit of truth now felt like a dangerous game, one where unseen forces maneuvered in the shadows. In an act of self-preservation tinged with an unspoken terror, Bender made the fateful decision to cease publication of Space Review, retreating from the world of UFO research that had once been his passion. Bender's haunting experience with the men in black served as a chilling precedent, painting these sinister figures as relentless suppressors of truth, operating from the dark fringes of society. Their presence cast a long, ominous shadow over the field of ufology, a shadow that whispered of secrets too dangerous to pursue, of truths hidden in the murky depths of fear and suppression. Bender finally left a warning. "We advise those engaged in saucer work to please be very cautious." Bender then suspended publishing on his publication and dissolved the IFSB. He was inactive for almost a decade after this. As the years progressed, more encounters surfaced, each adding layers to the men in black lore. In many accounts, witnesses described the men in black as having peculiar features, unusually pale skin, odd mannerisms, and an almost robotic way of speaking, further deepening their mystery. Their visits are often accompanied by threats or veiled warnings, urging silence about UFO sightings. In the autumn of 1967, the unsettling tale of Dr. Herbert Hopkins. Dr. Hopkins, a respected physician and a consultant on a UFO case in Maine, found himself entangled in an incident that would haunt him for years to come. On an eerie, windswept evening, as shadows lengthened and the world outside seemed to retreat into a hushed silence, Dr. Hopkins received a phone call that would forever alter his perception of reality. The caller, a self-proclaimed activist in the UFO community, expressed an urgent desire to discuss the case with Dr. Hopkins. No sooner had Dr. Hopkins consented and replaced the receiver than a knock sounded at his door, rapid and insistent, as if heralding the arrival of impending doom. The figure that greeted Dr. Hopkins was a man, or rather, an approximation of one, clad in a stark black suit that seemed to swallow the dim light of the hallway. His face was eerily pallid, like that of a corpse long denied the warmth of life, and his eyes, dark and unfathomable, bore into Dr. Hopkins with an intensity that felt almost physical. The air around him was charged with an inexplicable foreboding, and the room seemed to grow colder in his presence. As they sat, the man's conversation took bizarre turns, with cryptic remarks about UFOs that made little sense, yet carried an undercurrent of ominous threat. Then, in a demonstration that defied logic and the laws of nature, the man performed an inexplicable feat. He held a coin in his hand and, with a chilling smile that never reached his dead eyes, he made the coin vanish into thin air. Not into his sleeve, not dropped to the floor, but obliterated from existence, leaving behind a void that seemed to echo with silent malevolence. The encounter left Dr. Hopkins in a state of profound terror and confusion. The room felt suffocated with an otherworldly menace, as if the very fabric of reality had been torn, and through it peeked the incomprehensible void. Shaken to his core, Dr. Hopkins could do nothing but watch as the mysterious visitor departed, disappearing into the night as suddenly and silently as he had arrived. The lingering sense of dread was inescapable. It clung to the walls, seeped into the furnishings, and settled like a heavy shroud over Dr. Hopkins's soul. In the aftermath of this harrowing visit, a fear unlike any he had known before compelled him to destroy all his UFO research materials. He sought to erase the memories, to rid himself of the knowledge that had drawn such a sinister visitor to his door. In the intricate web of speculation and intrigue surrounding the Men in Black, MIB, theories abound, varying widely in their degree of plausibility and fantastical nature. These theories attempt to unravel the mystery of these enigmatic figures, who have become deeply ingrained in UFO folklore and conspiracy theories. One prevalent theory suggests that the Men in Black are operatives of a shadowy government agency. Proponents of this idea argue that their primary objective is to suppress public knowledge of UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. This suppression could serve multiple purposes: maintaining national security, preventing public hysteria, or controlling the narrative around extraterrestrial phenomena. It is conjectured that these agents are highly trained in psychological intimidation and disinformation tactics, enabling them to effectively silence witnesses and erase evidence of UFO sightings. The MIB are thus seen as guardians of Earth's most profound secrets, operating under a veil of absolute secrecy. Another facet of this theory goes into the possibility that the Men in Black are not just silencers of truth, but also custodians of advanced technology derived from extraterrestrial sources. It is speculated that governments might have recovered alien technology from UFO crash sites and are actively researching and reverse engineering it. The Men in Black, in this context, are tasked with ensuring that such groundbreaking technologies remain hidden from the public and foreign powers, thus maintaining a technological edge and preventing a potential upheaval in the global technological landscape. On the more outlandish end of the spectrum lies the theory that the Men in Black are, in fact, extraterrestrial beings. This hypothesis suggests that these figures are either aliens in disguise or humanoid entities working on behalf of an extraterrestrial civilization. Their goal, according to this theory, is to monitor and manage human encounters with UFOs and alien life forms. By intervening post-encounter, they aim to control the narrative surrounding extraterrestrial activities on Earth, possibly to maintain secrecy about their presence or intentions. This theory is bolstered by accounts of the Men in Black exhibiting unusual physical characteristics and behaviors, such as odd facial features, mechanical movements, and strange speech patterns, which some interpret as signs of their non-human origins. A more nuanced version of the extraterrestrial theory posits that the men in black could be part of a complex interstellar diplomacy program. They might be liaisons between Earth and extraterrestrial civilizations, working to manage human-alien interactions under strict protocols to avoid cultural shock or interplanetary incidents. In this role, the MIB could be ensuring that humanity's progression towards eventual cosmic awareness occurs at a controlled, non-disruptive pace. Another theory posits that the men in black might be a psychological manifestation, a form of mass paranoia or a societal archetype emerging from the collective fear of the unknown. This theory suggests that the men in black are not physical beings, but rather a product of the human psyche reacting to the unexplainable. The men in black and black-eyed children, while distinct in their lore, share a common thread of mystery and intimidation in paranormal tales. Known for their sudden appearances and unnerving interactions, the men in black encounters with UFO witnesses eerily mirror the black-eyed children's habit of approaching strangers with bizarre requests. Their similarly disconcerting presence has led to speculation that they might be part of a broader unknown phenomenon or agenda. A common theory is that the children are the younger versions of the men in the black. Despite these theories, concrete evidence about the men in black remains elusive. They operate within the margins of the unknown, leaving only a trail of questions in their wake. The men in black phenomenon has left an indelible mark on popular culture, inspiring successful movies, books, and television shows. These adaptations often blend fact with fiction, further blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. As with all enigmas, the truth about the men in black is shrouded in layers of mystery and speculation. They remain a topic of fascination and fear, a reminder of the endless quest for understanding in a world brimming with unexplained phenomena. And so, we continue to ponder and probe, seeking clarity in a realm that resists the light of understanding. The men in black phenomenon, much like the shadowy figures it involves, remains an enigmatic piece in the puzzle of the unknown. If this journey into the unknown has piqued your interest, consider liking and subscribing for more explorations into the mysteries of our world. Until the next time, keep questioning, keep wondering,